For the headlines, Hong Kong braces for airport protest after nights of violent clashes.
Exclusive! PMA cadet dies due to hazing.
NIFA exiting from Philippine area of responsibility.
Team Coneheads Gilas Pilipinas for SEA Games.
Jeez, I was shocked.
CNN names Palawan as one of the world's most beautiful islands. Good day, guys. This is the Pirate Headstart. Here we deliver the latest news and must be truth on the spot.
We will keep you accompanied in the next few minutes of truth in broadcast.
This is the Pirate Headstart, broadcasting live in the Lyceum of the Philippines University.
Hong Kong races for airport protests after nights of violent clashes. Hong Kong announced new curbs on rail travel on Sunday ahead of the latest in a series of planned protests targeting the airport after a night widespread violent street clashes in the Chinese New territory. Anti-government protesters have targeted the airport before, occupying arrivals hall, blocking approach roads, and setting street fires in the nearby town of Tung Chung. In recent events, the Hong Kong airports have been identified by the protesters as one of the most important venues of protest, as it has been one of the most important assets of the government. The airport authority said that the airport express train, which takes passengers under the harbor and across a series of bridges to the airport built on reclaimed land around an outlying island, will only allow passengers to board in downtown Hong Kong on Sunday. As a precautionary measure, authorities announced that the only people holding tickets would be allowed to enter the terminal. The violence has hit pockets of Hong Kong at different times over more than 3 months, allowing life to go on as normal for the vast majority most of the time. But pictures of petrol bombs and street clashes broadcast worldwide present a huge headache for Beijing just days ahead of the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic on October 1. The Hong Kong government has already called off a big fireworks display to mark the China in the case of further clashes. China, which has a People's Liberation Army garrison in Hong Kong, has said it has faith in Hong Kong leader Carrie Lim to solve the crisis. The protests pick up in June over legislation now withdrawn that would allow suspects to be sent to mainland China for trial. China, on the other hand, says it is committed to the one country, two system arrangement and denies meddling. It has accused foreign governments, including the United States and Britain, inciting the unrest.
Exclusive, PMA cadet dies due to hazing. All reports by Sofia Hernandez.
Philippine National Police confirms that Philippine military cadet Darwin Dormitorio was a victim of hazing. PNP Baguio officials reported that the 20-year-old Dormitorio complained of stomach pain and was immediately brought to the hospital for treatment, where he died. Autopsy reveals that the PMA cadet had bruises on his stomach, a possible sign of hazing. There are 3 persons of interest in Dormitory's death, with at least 20 individuals who had witnessed the hazing incident. PMA Superintendent Lieutenant General Ronnie Evangelista said 2 third-class cadets and 1 first-class cadet were being investigated over Dormitory's death. The PMA hospital will also be investigated after Dormitory's hospital findings identified a mere urinary tract infection a day before he died. Hazing incidents and frat-related violence have been plaguing the country's premier military training institution and other law schools, some of which resulted in deaths. Remembering that President Rodrigo Duterte last year signed a stronger anti-hazing law in response to the hazing death of University of Santo Tomas law freshman Horacio Castillo III. This is Sofia Hernandez reporting for Pirates Headstart.
We will be right back after a short break.
This is the Pirates Headstart. NIFA exiting from Philippine area of responsibility.
Team Coneheads Gilas Pilipinas for SEA Games.
CNN names Palawan as one of the world's most beautiful islands.
Kala ko mabibigyan ako ng proteksyon at seguridad. Hindi pala. Nagkamali ako.
Akala ko ba kabatiran?
Pinangakuan po kasi ako na magkakaroon ng seguridad kung saan school man ako naroon.
The world should stop hazing. It only breaks reputation of people who are victims that left them devastating. Let's heal the world and prevent this petty damnation. Stop hazing.
And we are back at our station. For the weather forecast, NIMFA exiting from Philippine Area of Responsibility. All report Bican Sumaniego.
State Weather Bureau Pag-asa said the severe tropical storm Nympha exit the Philippine Area of Responsibility early this Saturday. Weather specialist Menu Mendoza said that rains will proceed in vast patches of Luzon, including Metro Manila due to the southwest monsoon.
Typhoon Nympha left Para at 2 a.m. and was last spotted 690 kilometers extreme of northeast of Luzon. As it heads towards South Korea, the weather disturbance intensified further, packing maximum sustained winds of 110 to 135 kilometers per hour. Meanwhile, the habagat will continue to bring scattered rain showers and thunderstorm over Metro Manila, Central, and Southern Luzon. The monsoon rains may spawn floods or landslide in the affected areas. Sea travel is also risky, especially for small sea crabs over the seaboards of northern Luzon and the eastern seaboard of central and southern Luzon. The Visayas and Mindanao will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to the localized thunderstorm. This is Ken Samaniego reporting Pirates Headstart.
Team Co heads Gilas Pilipinas for SEA Games. Co has emerged as the top choice as he has both the respect of the entire basketball community in the Philippines and the chops to form a team into a cohesive unit only after games.
He has expressed
His willingness and has agreed to come up with a game plan and expect to have a pool of players working together at full force. It will be remembered that Cone has previously called the shots for the Philippine team that competed in the 1998 Asian Games. He was already given the go-ahead by San Miguel Corporation President Ramon S.A. and PBA Sports Director Alfrancis B. Chua, remembering that the agreement of Cone coaching Team Gilas will exclusively be for the SEA Games in November and December.
Good news, Lazians! CNN names Palawan as one of the world's most beautiful islands. Aldrey Carlos reporting.
Palawan has just been included in CNN's Travels 10 of the world's most beautiful islands. It has been cited for its numerous white sand beaches and cruise-worthy caves. Tourists from all around the world who have been to Palawan calls it a gorgeous haven of pale sand and clear water. The Department of Tourism, through Tourism Secretary Bernadette Romulo Puyat, acknowledges the recognition. Secretary Puyat thanks CNN for the citation and explains that the government has constantly been managing all rehabilitation efforts to preserve the beauty of Palawan. Joining Palawan in CNN's travel list are Bartolome, Ecuador, Frigate Seychelles, St. Lucia, Lesser Antilles, Jura, Scotland, Komodo Island, Indonesia, and Kauai, United States. The Philippine province is no stranger to foreign recognition. It has recently been considered as the second best island in the world by famed Travel Leisure magazine. Palawan is protected within the UNESCO-listed Palawan Biosphere Reserve. Its Puerto Princesa Subterranean River National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
And that's all for today's broadcast. We only deliver nothing but the truth.
News with passion.
And without bias.
Broadcasting from the station that deliver news way above and beyond the headline.
This has been Mitch Manansala
And Vanessa Joy Cairo.
and this is the Pirates Headstart.